Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, a compelling. Paul Blackburn is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy on the bump sitting on 99 career wins. So you know right now while he's taking his warm-ups, he's thinking about one thing. I need one more win to get to that magic century 100. That's a pretty big feather that you'll be able to.
So next to the plate for Texas, Miguel Tavares. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tavares.
The 3-1. Back up the middle. He's got it. One there. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Danny, any thoughts?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's in the top 5 runs scored in the American League, so he's a big part of this lineup. The guys behind him are doing it.
Ready now, Wiz Hammer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hammer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day. And they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm a bit worried about the second hitter. He's not producing at the.
Leading off the inning, Victor Reyes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on. Big inning started.
Jammed him there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Now to the plate, Michael Jenkins.
Batting 9. The catcher, Michael
Vargas, base runner at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. The ground out to short. He's right there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Up next for the Rangers, Rich Matlock, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Matlock.
The 1-2. Down to short. Scooped up. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The A's lead this one 2-0. Ready for another chance. Wiz Hammer. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. He popped out in his first trip.
Rafael Devers.
Drilled right back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire. Ready for another shot now. Wiz Hammer. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Hammer.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Jenkins corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Stepping into the box,
The
Wiz
batter,
Hammer.
number 2.
He looked to bounce
Shortstop,
back after striking
Wiz
out his last time up.
Hammer.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Now the 1-0. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Tavares racing back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Rougned
The
Odor.
designated hitter.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded. Throw on to first will be in time to take care of him, and the A's have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Oakland A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Paul Blackburn earns his 12th victory in the ball game as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Wallace Harrett wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. Today, a matchup that could shape the playoff picture. The division's fiercest rivalry continues right after this. Jarrell Cotton starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Born in the islet of St. Thomas, this guy has a big arm. Mid to upper 90s fastball. His best off-speed pitch might be the changeup. One of the best kept secrets right now in the league. This guy is a quality pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Fred Roberts. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fred Roberts.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's throw into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Striding into the box, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half. Into the box now, Wiz Hammer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The Rangers have managed to build a small lead in this one, but both of these teams are still looking for a way to break this one open. It's become clear throughout the season that these clubs are evenly matched. It'd be surprising if this race didn't come down to the final days of the season. Right, guys?
You know, D-Row, you get late into the season like this, and you really have to keep your concentration not only on the mound, but...
So digging in now, Wiz Hammer.
Shortstop, Wiz.
First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Tavares. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Rafael Devers the next to bat, and they're runners at the corners now.
The third baseman.
The 1-2.
Devers.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in to second. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score. Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
10-2 the final in this game. The Rangers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Juan Rivera earns his 5th winner of the year. Zach Curtis takes the rare 3-inning save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game.
Thursday Night Baseball on the show as we join you from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball starts right now. Joe Musgrove gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Into the box, Wiz Hammer. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Line drive to left. Quinn is there, and he has it for the out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
In now, Wiz Hammer.
Number 2, shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
All right, hold it here,
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The batter, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. He's 2 for 4. He's set. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
The throw pulls him off the bag.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them 2 guys in scoring position.
Here it comes on 0-2. That misses 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. 10 is there, 1 away. One gone for the A's here in the 3rd. And that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. Here's the 0-2. Softly hit out
Come on,
towards short.
find it.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
Quinn's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Royals are on top, 5-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Wiz Hammer.
Wiz Hammer.
From the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Make the turn.
Shot here out towards short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. So next to the plate for the Royals, Leland Pepper, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Pepper.
Soft liner towards short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Now batting, Mark Fielder.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Mark Fielder.
Taylor made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Wiz Hammer.
Wiz Hammer.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Swinging a little blooper to center. Spillane rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Strike taken, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at Victor Robles digging in now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
This thing's far from moving into the back end of this game. Only need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Wiz Hammer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses off the plate. The 2-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that had.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game. Friday night baseball. Andrew Suarez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And now a pitch on the way. Still even at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Stepping in, Wiz Hammer. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Looking to minimize the damage here. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down.
Number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. And the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4. Digging in and looking for more. Wiz Hammer. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Behind 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So here's the Royals DH, Victor Robles. They'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby. He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
The catcher, number 4.
Into the box now, Greg Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there.
Settling in now, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much.
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Wiz Hammer.
Wiz Hammer.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting, number 22.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. In now, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a look at ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Hammer gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick.
Leading off the inning, Greg Cruz. And they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far. As we move into the later innings, down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Then on to first. Somehow in the end they do get him on a 6 to 4 to 3 putout.
The batter number 22, second baseman, Greg.
Good pitch on the flag. That was the
4-4. Take the base. 3-3.
So striding forward now Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up.
Hammer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into very shallow right. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. Now at the plate, Ramon Laureano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially.
3-3. Out.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6 to 3 the final. The Oakland A's took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end.
First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend. Justice Sheffield will be the starter for the Royals in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, acquired by the Yankees in the Andrew Miller trade from the left side.
Oakland.
Big arm. The Yankees think that this guy could be a very good pitcher, and they think he's going to be in their starting rotation heading into the future. Big fastball, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good selection of off-speed pitches. Once he...
Standing in, Wiz Hammer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Wiz Hammer.
Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Roll? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. A's are gone in order. The Royals will get there. Stepping up now, Lawrence Jackson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Lawrence.
And that misses. So striding in, Craig Franco. And he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there. Down towards short. He's got it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One left for Kansas. And that'll bring up the former.
The second baseman, Christian Ogoya.
Coming to the plate now, Evan Thomas. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Thomas.
Hard liner, but picked up on. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends. Digging in to try it again. Wiz Hammer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wiz Hammer.
Hit down the third baseline. Thomas scoops it up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Brett Phillips will bat next. He popped out in his first trip.
The center fielder, Brett Phillips.
The 2-1. And out to short. Hammer fields it clean. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in now for Kansas City, Evan Thomas. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Thomas.
One.
Hammer has it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Ready once again, Wiz Hammer. He'll start the seventh, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Here comes the 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Digging in once again, Evan Thomas.
Third baseman, number 00. Evan Thomas.
Up. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We've played 8 full. Patrick Berry takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 17. Patrick.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Wiz Hammer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking. Wiz Hammer will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage is... It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat. And as a result, he's our... It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Oakland A's and the Texas. So stepping in, Wiz Hammer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Oakland, the shortstop. Hammer.
First pitch on its way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got...
Now at the plate, Miguel Tavares. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ball game back on Sunday. Hit ball to short. Hammer takes it in. On to first, and very quickly 2 out here in the home first. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Batting third.
Digging in,
The
Fred
first baseman.
Roberts. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
Powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2-2-0. He's locked.
He has.
Stepping up to the plate, Victor
Batting
Reyes, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Hammer is right there. And there's out number 2. Striding in for Oakland, Wiz Hammer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Reyes is after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And the throw in gets away from him, and he'll make it up to third on the fly ball. So coming to the plate, Miguel Tavares. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pulled on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone. At the plate, Wiz Hammer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Wiz Hammer.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Now at the plate, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Off speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. William rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. 3 runs already home here. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Ramon Laureano is on deck. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we've seen? At the plate, Wiz Hammer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in. Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
On a line, that's a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Now batting, number 22.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. 2 out with the man at first. He's running in there. Now the throw. And he is out at second. Caught. Coming to the plate now, Fred Roberts. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
He's out. Three.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Oakland host road win number 40 on the year. Jarrell Cotton records the victory, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Tonight's paid